Hello, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing all right. Thank you for tuning in. Continuing the few days in London, I've travelled down to Penge, an area called Penge in southeast London. I'm at Kent House Station. The sun is glaring in my eyes, so I'm going to turn back round. That's better. I can actually see. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, low sun, but yeah, it's setting low. So I'm visiting a record shop, which is probably about 5 minutes walk away. So come along with me, and we will take a look. So here is the shop. It's Revolution Records. So we're in the area of Penge, and it's kind of located on the main high street here. The station I came from is about a 10-minute walk back there. So I've been aware of Revolution Records for some time. They do sell on Discogs, and they've got a few different branches. I think 4 altogether. The other 3, I know there's one in Stevenage and one in Royston. I can't remember where the other one is. I will find out when I do the editing and put it in the comments. But this is the only one in London, and it's kind of, situated outside, the centre. So, yeah, I thought I'd check it out. So let's see how we get on. Okay, all done. Pretty successful. Yeah, that was a nice shop. Very, very decent. I'm glad I made the journey down here. Pretty good selection. I wouldn't say it's not a huge shop, but it's very well laid out. Not cramped. Everything's well kept, and I thought nicely priced. I think it seemed kind of 50-50 new against pre-loved, and everything seemed to be sort of in together. There wasn't like a section of used and then a section of pre-loved. It was just, A to Z genres, the bigger artists, a typical sort of layout from a record shop like that. But yeah, they seem like nice chaps in there. They're happy for me to film, which is nice. So yeah, what more can I say? I would recommend, if you're in London and you fancy a trip down to Penge, which I have to say is a really, really nice area. I'll try and get a little bit of footage next to the station in a minute, because it's really sort of leafy round here, and it's just, you're out of the hustle, outside the hustle and bustle of central London. So yeah, it comes highly recommended. So stay tuned, and I'll show you what I've bought. There we go. As said, yeah, look at it. It's so leafy. It's just very, very nice round here. And what with today being a beautiful day, it makes it even nicer. So I'm going to head back to the station, head back to my hotel. Right, so I'm back at our hotel in Pimlico. Very nice hotel. No pub trip after this one. So yeah, couldn't do it in the pub as I have been on the last few trips. But this hotel room will do just fine. We've got a nice little chair to sit in. So I thought, rather than wait until I get home, I'll just do it here. So here we go. Free tote bag, which is very nice. So yeah, what have I got in my bag of swag to show you? Lovely. Right, okay, first up, I'm in an airing over this, and I'm actually really glad I went for it. So nothing unfamiliar here, nothing unfamiliar at all, is it? T-Rex the slider. I don't own any T-Rex records, believe it or not. A few years ago, I collected the 4 Tyrannosaurus Rex records, and I was kind of like, I'm not really that bothered about T-Rex. You know, I just wasn't really that interested. But as the years have gone on, I mean, you know, I think certainly the earlier records as T-Rex are kind of regarded as classics, aren't they? And this was a bit of a bargain, to be fair. This was only £10. It's a UK first pressing. It's got the original inner, and it had a few hairlines on it and a few very light marks, but it doesn't look like it's been played very much at all, to be honest with you. There's hardly any spindle wear on it, and I think with a clean, it will play pretty good. And these tend to go for double this, if not more. So, despite the fact that it's sort of not super clean, I still think it's going to be fine. And for £10, yeah, I was pleased to pick that one up. If I like it, obviously I'll probably get a few more by them. I won't mind looking out for Electric Warrior when I stumble on it. Here we go. Another one probably a few will be familiar with. I've shown it. Sorry, get my words out. I've seen this shown in the vinyl community before over the last year or so. This is New Clear Days by the Vapors. I've seen this several times for sale, and I don't really know why I haven't picked it up, because I think it's going to be my cup of tea. The opening track was no, it's not track number 2. Sorry, Turning Japanese was quite a big hit and quite a well-known tune, and I've probably kind of measured everything they've done by that. And it's a decent enough tune, but I'll be glad to sort of hear more. Obviously, hear more of what they've done. So original inner, there we are, and it's on United Artists Records. Decent enough nick. So yeah, another good one to pick up. Very nice indeed. Okay, right. Here we have a Humble Pie album. This one's from 1972. It's called Smoking. Now, yes, it's got an embossed sleeve, which I think is the first pressing, and it's got the brown labels as well. So yeah, very, very good. So a bit like T-Rex and the Vapors, in fact, I've never owned any Humble Pie, and I actually think this is quite wrong. I heard some Humble Pie a few months ago on a radio station. We were actually in the car and it came on. I was like, who's this? It's absolutely brilliant. It was bluesy, heavy, progressive sounding. And anyway, it was Humble Pie, and I'm like, blimey, I sort of, chase all these obscure bands from the 70s, all this sort of unheard of stuff. And then you've got a big successful band like that who are brilliant, and I've neglected them. But hey ho, better late than never. So there we go. I think this is like their 5th studio record. Slight change of lineup. I think Peter Frampton wasn't on this one. He'd left, been replaced by Clem Clempson. I don't know. I haven't actually heard this record. I don't know what it's like. It wouldn't have been my first choice to start the Humble Pie collection, but it is one I was kind of after, and it was, you see, £20 reduced to 12, which is a great deal. That is really, really good. Again, there's a few hairlines on it, but yeah, I don't think anything that will cause any problems. Needs a bit of a clean up, but I can do that. So yeah, very much looking forward to spinning that one. Nice find. And finally, I was really pleased to pick this one out. What is this called? Hold on, I need to just familiarise myself with the title of it. Any Gas Faster by the Bevis Front. No, not the Bevis Front, it's Bevis Front. It's one person, isn't it? I don't know what this chap's real name is, but I've got one other album by him, and it's kind of heavy, spaced out psychedelia from the 80s. And from what I understand, he's got a very, very large back catalogue. He's released a lot of albums. I don't plan to get absolutely everything, but this one in particular, I've sort of always had my eye on getting, and it's Turn Up in the Wild, and it is absolutely pristine. The record itself looks unplayed. The label, it's got the original in there, I can see that there. Oddly enough, the label, if you look closely, is called Reckless. Now, yesterday I went to Reckless Records in Soho, and if you've watched my last video, yeah, you would have seen that. From what I gather and from the logo, I do think it is the same company, basically. It is the same Reckless Records as the shop in Soho. I'm pretty sure of that because I'm sure they have got this logo here. So yeah, bit of a coincidence, isn't it, really? So I know they've released a few bits and bobs. They've reissued a few things over the years. I don't think they've got a label anymore. They seem to be around in the late 80s and early 90s. This one was released in 1990. So yeah, very nice pickup. And as I say, yeah, it was absolutely near mint, pristine. So that should hopefully play very well. Right, that's everything. So successful trip, nothing majorly rare there. You know, it's just, yeah, it's just very good stuff at very good prices. As I say, the shop was decent. I would recommend going there. And if you can't get to the one in London, as I say, I'll have put a caption on where the other three shops are scattered around the UK. So yeah, it was a night there. It was a friendly shop, nice atmosphere, well laid out, lots of different genres, everything catered for, used and new. What more can you want? They're catering for all tastes. So yeah, very very decent indeed, and I'm glad I made the journey down to that very nice leafy part of London to do it. So, right, that's me done. I'm off out in a minute for a few beers and a curry. So, yeah, which is making me very happy because it is my favourite. So, until the next time, I'll see you all soon. Take care.